Yeah, that funky music. Ooh, baby. What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? It is I, Lee Zellers,
And I, Donna Winston.
with our much anticipated, because we haven't done it in a while, our Monday podcast about our weekend movies. Hey.
Hey, let's get it. So, what's good? Tell me what's good, baby. What are we going to talk about first?
The first movie up, and I don't know what one thing I'm pretty sure. Well, one thing we ain't got to talk about because everybody's talking about is that damn Squid Game.
Oh, yeah, we can't even talk. I don't even want to talk about the
But
Squid
I gotta say
Game
this
now.
about the Squid Game though. It's pretty cool.
But, baby, have you even finished it?
I had no, I
You know,
haven't.
I finished
Oh
it.
no, I haven't. I'm on the fifth episode. I'm on the fifth episode. Have you finished it?
Oh, you know, I finished it. You know, I
See,
binge watched it the night
man,
we it.
man, that's what I'm talking about, man. No, I haven't finished it. I'm on the fifth episode, but I look to finish it soon. And I look to go back to what's the other thing about the mission? It's kind of the spooky, creepy movie.
Oh, yeah. Now, I can only watch that with you. You know, I don't really like to watch that kind of stuff
Why?
when
Because you
I'm
get
off.
scared. Unless
Stuff. So,
you get a little terrified.
it ain't like I'll be scared. It's just better with you. That's all. Let's just say that.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
I want to talk about my movie. I've been waiting to talk about it for like what 3 weeks, almost a month now.
what's that movie you've been wanting to talk about for like 3 weeks,
The
almost a month? The
Maid. The
Maid.
Maid. I think all young women in abusive, controlling relationships need to watch it. Even old ass women, if you still been in an abusive, controlling relationship,
Yeah,
because
because there's no age limit on abusive, controlling relationships. There's just not.
it really isn't. You would hope and think that when you get older, you would know yourself better enough. You would know your self worth to the point where you wouldn't let anyone be so. You won't be easily manipulated
Right.
by the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever you're into
Right.
in a relationship.
So
You know.
what is it? Because I remember this whole thing. I like to just kind of like set the story up, if you don't mind. We was in Chicago, birthday weekend. It was birthday weekend, was it? Or was it another time? That was birthday
Now it was
weekend.
after we had that wild night.
Okay, it was after the wild night where some people seen the picture of me all passed out on the bed, and cake and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Then we got back to the room. Well, we already was at the room when we had the wild night. Then I was kind
You
of
felt
like, I fell asleep briefly. Then I woke up. And I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And then I came out the bathroom. You was engulfed
go
in
back
this. No, I didn't fall back asleep. You was engulfed into the sitcom. I
and
mean,
then
not
you
the
felt
sitcom. I mean, not the sitcom, but the series. I
right.
did fall asleep on it, but that was after you was like, because first you started out, you was like, first episode, then you like, ooh, this is really good. Then the second episode, ooh, and you was like, what's her name in there? The former, what's her name? Andy
And
McDowell or something like
that,
that.
you know that's her daughter, her real
Oh,
life
was that her
daughter.
real daughter? I didn't know that.
Yes, that's her daughter, and she's a very good actress as well.
She was a good actress. For what I did see of it, I just know that like after a while we started. You started somewhere around about I don't know 8, 9 o'clock. It was like what
Better, got
se-
yeah,
the
the
s-
room yet.
yeah the series was like 8 episodes or 10 episodes. Each one I think was an hour. So basically, you binge watched it and you watched it all the way through. So basically, you watched it for like 8 hours.
Yeah,
It's,
basically, I
basically,
think I didn't go to sleep until 7. But see, when you do that, that's how you can tell it's so good. It was like I could just relate to her as a young girl, and I just admired her. And that's why I say a lot of people who go through these cycles
right.
with their relationship, it was like when she left him
She
and
left him.
she went straight to the damn homeless shelter and did what she needed to do. But then under, just life kept messing with her and kicking her down till she got into a situation where
But hold
she
up.
really did no choice but to go back,
Cause you and
and
Greg,
she didn't want to.
you and Greg Nichols, y'all had that thing about y'all kind of like spoiler
Well,
alert.
I'm just saying, if a person haven't seen the damn Maid now and it's been out this long, then they need for me to tell them.
Oh
But
damn!
no, I'm gonna stop it. But what I'm saying is this: anybody who's ever experienced or know anyone that's been in an abusive mental, physical relationship, they really need to watch that because it's so well written and it really shows people like if you're done, you're done.
Sometimes you just gotta be
And not
done with it. You just gotta walk away.
yeah, 'cause, some people are like, oh, I'm leaving. I don't want to be with him or her anymore. And then you next thing you know, 3 days later, they right back there.
Can't
I
walk away.
myself, I was one of them people when I was younger, like 18, 19, 20, 21. But my thing of it is that when you're done, you're done.
Well, obviously she wasn't done with. Cause I remember one time I got up in the middle of the night or something. And I was like, oh, she's still watching this, and then I like
I
stumbled to the
was done.
bathroom, and then I came back, and you had this look on your face like you was just so caught up, and I almost thought I saw a tear coming out of your eye.
You probably did, but see, that's why I know you was asleep because that little girl, she was done. She did not want to be back with him. And even when she had to go back with him, she slept on the couch for her child's sake. And she told him, I don't want you. I don't want to be here. And she would not do anything with him. She
Spoiler
was
alert.
miserable. She had no choice.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
But no, it's so much that went on.
Yeah,
That's
because
not enough.
it was like, well,
It's
like I
a
said,
damn
it's 8 hours.
cycle. People know they had to let her go back,
You had to
back
let
and
it go.
forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I didn't. The maid, I don't know. Yeah, I probably won't see it. I mean, it's I probably won't watch it. So I mean, but I'm pretty sure it was good because you said it was good. Now I'm taking, yeah, you know how to pick this stuff out and you something that you enjoy. It might not have been my cup of tea, but then again, I probably would have liked it if I would took the time to sit there and watched it, but I just didn't. I was just kind of like
Yeah,
tequila buzz, so
so
I
it's
couldn't really get into
tequila for you.
it. Yeah. Well, I did one movie that I watched, and it wasn't. I can't. Did I get to watch anything when we was in Chicago? Me personally,
No,
I
because
didn't.
we was always out, except for the night when you got so drunk after that wild night. And I don't sleep, so I stay up all night, and that's when I watch Damn Maid.
Tequila and birthday cake, it just do it to you, man. Just kind of just did it to me.
Probably the tequila, the
Birthday
beer,
beer,
all of
birthday cake, and J Daw's hamburgers.
you ate, you drunk, you enjoyed
I
yourself.
had a
You
great
brought.
time. Had a great time. Since we've been back here in Cincinnati, Ohio, we watched a couple programs. One of them was called Sitting in Limbo. You can find that on Netflix. The Maid you can also find on Netflix if you care to watch. Sitting in Limbo. It's pretty interesting. Story about a guy who basically is from Jamaica, made his way somehow to London. He's enjoying life. He done got a family and everything is great. And then all of a sudden there's a knock at the door. Show me your papers. Show me your papers. I'm just kind of paraphrasing. It wasn't exactly like that, but it was, and in some ways it was. And he was in a situation where he had a passport, but some kind of way he lost the
And
passport.
and then he didn't just make his way there. He came to he went to London when he was a kid with his
Yeah,
family.
he was with there when he was a kid. He
Dude, he
worked.
was
He established himself there. He established a family there. And he,
52 years he
yeah,
was there.
and then he met a woman that was there, and they got married and had a family. But then it came to a day where, like I said, where's your papers? And he couldn't produce no papers, and they said, well, you might have to go. And then I'm not like, I'm not gonna
Spoiler
be a
alert.
spoiler, but you have to watch it to see the kind of torment this guy went through. Did he stay? Did he get rid of? Did they get rid of him? Did they deport him? I can't tell you because if I do that, I give away too much of the story. But I will say this: it was intriguing. I fell for this dude, probably in a way like you fell for the girl because, you know, I've been in a situation sometimes. I mean, it's not like somebody's trying to deport me, but I had some legal issues one time. And, you hear that banging on the door and you be like, God damn it, nobody's knocking like that but the police. You just, oh, shit.
Well, baby, that's how it is when they come. When
Yeah,
you
they
have like
just, yeah.
issues going on, they come for you like that.
Yeah,
You know,
they let you
it's
know. You
it's
know.
under control.
Yeah, right then. It's like, that's not the neighbor. That's not my boy. That's the police. go to the door and answer. Fuck. It's called Sitting in Limbo. It's a good movie. Let me see. I kind of want to give you an idea, just some of the people who's in it. Patrick Robinson, he's the star. Nadine Marshall plays his wife, and I think her name is Pipa, possibly Pippa. Burnett plays the daughter. Uh, really good acting. Directed by Stella. Y'all know I screws up name all the time, but I'm gonna try to say this one anyway. Her first name I got that Stella, got that, and I think the last name is Karate, not like karate. It's Koradi, Corradi. I guess that's how you would pronounce it. Written by Stephen S. Thompson. Really good movie. Wrongfully detained by the Home Office, immigrant Anthony Bryan faced deportation after living in the United Kingdom for 50 years. It's on Netflix. You should give it a watch. Rotten Tomatoes give it 100% from Rotten Tomatoes. So, did you enjoy that though? Did you enjoy the movie?
You know I did. I thought it was really good, and plus it took place where I come from.
Come from that damn London. London. Big Ben. And there's Big Ben, what, the tower, the clock,
Yes,
yeah,
Big
Big
Ben.
Ben,
Yes,
London
Big
Bridges,
Ben.
the Queen. The Queen, I'm suspect about the Queen. That's a whole other topic, but I have suspicions about the Queen. I think she's a possible vampire, but it's a whole other story. Anyway, um, another good movie that we watched together. It was one of those kind of movies like, first I want to say, from a cinematic standpoint, being a cinematographer also is myself, amongst other things that I do. Um, this movie was shot really well. I mean, hats off to the cinematographer who I might need to look up, but I don't see their name being listed right here. But the names that are listed is Megan Fox. And I was always kind of thrown off by Megan Fox because I always thought for some reason I never knew. You know what? I'm going to put this out there right now. I never really knew who Megan Fox was. I knew the
I
name.
know you didn't. You thought Megan Good
Yeah, I
when
was
you
like,
heard Megan
yeah, I was
Fox,
kind of
you was
confused by
like,
all
look
that.
for good.
Yeah. The movie is called Till Death, starring Megan Fox, playing a character named Emma, is stuck in a stale marriage to Mark and is surprised when he whisks her off away to their scheduled lake house for a romantic evening on their 10th anniversary. But everything changes the next morning when she finds herself handcuffed to Mark. I'm just going to say handcuffed to Mark. I don't want to give it away.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
handcuffed to
yeah, handcuffed
right.
to Mark. Yeah, that was, it was like one of those kind of movies that, it was like the premise, the concept, all of that was pretty good. But then there's moments in there where you're like, that's kind of stupid. Well, if that would have happened, this should have happened. But sometimes with stories like that, sometimes for people like us who are writers, creative people, sometimes they're like, we didn't write that shit for you because we know how you guys think. You guys figure everything out. You're 2 steps ahead of us and all of that kind of shit. So we write it for just the average person. And I mean, sometimes we have to pull ourselves back to be sometimes average people in order for us to enjoy movies. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would agree.
So
I
yeah,
would
it's
agree.
sometimes, and it's hard to do that sometimes when you write movies and you're a creative person yourself. Sometimes it's hard to like take off that hat and just be a viewer, like just a regular, what they call it, layman, whatever. I don't know if that's the right term for that, but just a regular viewer. But I will say it was a good movie. I got thrown off, like I said, Megan Fox. I knew the name, didn't quite know who she was because I'm looking. I'm like, hey, Megan Fox supposed to be black, and then you was like, no, she's not. She's a white woman. I'm like, oh shit, how did I get that all wrong? The one dude, creepy guy. Some of y'all probably seen him in Power. Callan Mulvey. Mulvey. Um, he played those sinister type roles, and he did his sinister type thing in here. Really good movie. Oh yeah, they do list. It's interesting because they did list a cinematographer in this in these credits right here where I pulled this up. Jamie, I think it's Kearney, um, written by Jason Carvey. The cinematography is like, I mean, they did a good job. Wouldn't you agree?
I would. It was, and you kept saying that.
Yeah, I kept saying the whole time I was watching the one. I'm like, damn, this
Yeah,
shit is
you
shot
really
really well.
did. Yeah, you was like, damn, they really doing a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, set design, all that shit was good. But sometimes when I was looking at Megan, though, I was like, her face looked it like just so overdone. You know?
Yeah, because they had her made up, just so beautiful, immaculate, I guess.
Yeah, it was like almost. I think at times I think it was kind of even digitally enhanced. I think possibly. What was that?
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think they
I'm
was.
sneezing because I'm cold, not because of COVID, okay?
Okay, not, no, we're not going another battle cold because we got to get together this weekend. I got my shots and everything. I know you got your
We're
shots.
together every
I
weekend,
know.
so regardless,
Regardless, so I just got to take a chance, right?
you
Just
might even want a break from me. You be together so much.
now, why would you say that? I wouldn't want to.
I
Why would
know,
I
'cause
want a break from you?
I know you
I
wouldn't.
just couldn't. I couldn't bear the moment. So this weekend is Halloween weekend. Halloween weekend. We'll be doing some Halloween type movie festivities type
So
stuff.
excited.
I'm so excited too. Just can't wait to the, just can't wait to that weekend. 'Cause
And
that
we're
weekend
not
is
going to
everything.
be filming,
We're
no
not
podcast.
filming, no podcast, no filming. Well, we do supposed to be doing Tequila Friday. Well, I
I
mean,
don't know, babe. You said nothing.
did I?
Yeah, you said nothing.
Damn, damn.
They gonna have to just miss
I
us.
didn't have to miss us for tequila. Well, you heard her. I mean, she
Miss us,
said it
baby. Because, we can't do the podcast and then flake out on the filming.
right. So y'all heard it. I had to follow what she said. No Tequila Friday. We'll make up for it. You know I will. The next following Friday, we'll make up
Oh
for it.
yeah.
Maybe.
Just because we ain't doing the podcast, best believe he gonna be doing the
Oh,
tequila.
we're gonna be doing this tequila. Oh, no doubt about that. We're gonna be doing
He
some
gonna be
tequila.
doing the tequila
I
now.
will be doing the tequila. No doubt
This ain't gonna
about it.
be podcast, but it's gonna be the tequila.
Yeah. Um. So those are some pretty good movies. If you trying to find some things to watch, I know everybody is watching Squid Game. We all watching Squid Game, loving it. Good concept. Uh, they call it now. They call it K drama for Korean drama. That's the new term, the new phrase they use is K drama. K drama though is killing it though because it's another Korean film on there. It's kind of peeking at kind of a action gangster mobster type looking flick. Want to get at a look? I think it's a, and see one thing I'm gonna tell you what I like about the K dramas, so called K drama. They don't do like they usually do like maybe one season and that's it. We're in, we're out. Moving on to the next one. I like that.
Yeah.
What? What?
You said we in, we out.
We in, we out. Yeah,
We in, we out.
yeah. I mean, like they do one season and that's it.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Totally.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like you like, I think the Maid. That's one. I don't know if that you think there's gonna be another season of the Maid. I don't think so.
I know, and you know what, baby, really too. You got me liking the limited editions too.
Mm-hmm.
On some of them,
Mm-hmm.
because you know what happens because I binge watch and I'm all caught up, and then when the new season comes, I'm kind of disappointed because it's
Right.
that letdown. I love the first, I binge watched, I loved it, and then they let a whole year go by. I forgot about it. Then when they come back, I'm just not really into it like I
See.
was.
See. I don't think,
You
and I don't think there's for I think Squid Game is one season. I don't think there's no other. There would be no other follow up to that. Like I said,
They
that's
left it open that it could.
did they? Well,
Yeah.
from my understanding, the guy didn't think that was going to really catch on. He didn't know it was going to be the mega hit that it turned out to be.
And I
Uh,
bet if Netflix say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you this amount of money," it'll be another Squid Game.
Because Netflix be dropping the loot. They be like, we trying to find the writers with some new flavor and some new style and bring some creative stuff. You need to look up Zellers and Winston. We can bring you that. Just drop us a few dollars.
Bring
We can bring you that. Just Netflix, if you're listening, somebody out there, if you're working for Netflix, give us a holler. We can take care of you on that. I want to get back into that one flick. What is that called? Is that called the Mission thing? I want to finish watching that.
Yes. Why don't you catch up on it, baby, so we can watch it
together that way on Halloween
together?
weekend.
Yeah,
So where are
so
you at
yeah,
on it? Where are you at on what episode are you on?
I think I'm on 4.
Four. Okay. I kind of, you know what? Now here's the thing, because I'm gonna tell you what happened that night. That one flick that we was watching that you could have talked about that, because I fell asleep because I had kind of drank a little bit too much tequila that night. Was that about the ballerina or the piano player chicks or something like that? Wasn't
That's
it?
the movie that I watched. I thought
See,
that was good.
what was it called? You remember the name of it?
I don't know, and she
It was
wasn't no
something started with a
ballerina. She
P.
was
Pan
a
something. I
piano.
can't remember.
She played the piano. Her and her sister.
I think that was on Prime. That was on Prime TV, Amazon Prime rather. Uh,
Man, it just goes to show that jealousy and envy is woo
the
wee.
motherfucker in it. So
Yeah,
it was a kind of a story about that, because I remember I was something I wanted to watch. I started out, but then after a while, tequila was like, nope, we're not going to be able to finish this lead. You might as well just lay it down. Just might as well just lay
yeah.
it down.
You laid it down, but I think I finished.
You did finish it. And when I woke up, guess what though? When I woke up though, I started watching the mission. So I remember watching episode one, two, three, four. Probably kind of got away from me a little bit, so I probably have to go back and start on four. But I was kind of like, I didn't know that was gonna be your kind of thing, because I thought that has to do with some kind of like creepy, demonic type sort of shit, and I didn't know. I know you
Well,
kind of
and like I always tell you, I'm not saying that I don't watch it because I'm not gonna be a hypocrite.
don't be
I'm
a
just
hypocrite.
saying I enjoy watching it better with someone. I mean, even with you being there, you're always constantly asleep. At least it's
I'm not
good because
always asleep.
I can get there.
Sometimes sometimes I mean, every once in a while I kind of I raise my head up and like, what's going on here, and then you'll
I
say
think
something and
what
I'll
we'll
fall back
do
asleep.
is maybe we'll let you watch a couple of movies and then we'll give you the bottle.
That might work, because sometimes starting with the bottle first and then try, it's kind of a hard thing, because that see, this is what does it to me. See, what y'all don't understand is this: she got this like remote control lazy boy type lazy boy, just contour to my damn body lazy boy seat, and when I lay that bad boy back, it's just lights out. It's like, oh Lee, we've been waiting for you all day. Just sit back over here with your bottle of tequila and your beer, and we're just gonna enjoy the night, because we're gonna rock your ass right to sleep. And that's what happens. That's what happens. It does. It just rocks me right to sleep, and then. So the other day, that's like when I was watching something. When we was watching something the other day, I didn't lay the seat back. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit straight up. Not gonna lean it back. Not gonna allow it to rock me to sleep. I'm gonna sit straight up so I can watch some stuff. Yeah,
You do. You get in that chair, it's
it's
over.
over. It's just a done deal. And sometimes you just can't be too comfortable. I mean, it always starts out really good. It's kind of like, yeah, we hanging out tonight. We had a nice meal. Now let's watch some stuff on TV. Get to watch the movies and all of that. And then
Lights out.
yeah, what's this? Yeah, that's crazy. What happened to her? That's so. That's what usually happens. Sorry. I try to hang. Hey, but I'm not gonna be the only one. Like, look, you gotta own up to it sometimes too, because it happens to you sometimes. I be sitting there and I'm looking over, and then it's like you be all into it. Oh, this is crazy.
Oh, that's only when you turn into some old documentary about how to milk a cow or some shit. Then I might fall asleep.
Nah, because it was something we was watching. No, what was that we was watching? Matter of fact, it was last night. What was it we was looking at? It was something. Well, we was watching a little bit of a movie last night, wasn't it? Before the football game. I don't know. We watched so much stuff I got confused, but I remember
We
that. I was
watch
kind of
stuff.
looking.
Yeah, we do.
So this weekend, it's all about. I mean, it's Halloween. It's Halloween. You already kind of put it out there. You told me that the other night when we was kind of scrolling through. I think HBO Max or one of them, and then we saw. I was like, "Ooh, The Conjuring, the recent one." And then you said, and then I heard you say, "I think we should watch that." And I was kind of like,
Well,
"Oh,
yeah, because when we went to the no, because again, when we went to the drive-in to see the double features of the scary movie, you fell asleep, and I'll be watching that stuff by myself.
but it was kind of. I mean, and, it might have been kind of creepy because we was out there to
Hey,
drive in
you
and
don't
we was kind
like
of
the
dark and
horror movie
yeah,
because come to think of it, you the one always falling asleep on the horror movies.
Not all the time. I mean, I have my
Oh,
moments
baby,
sometimes.
you the one, baby.
I'm getting old, man. It's just like it's just.
You ain't getting old. It's the tequila, damn it.
But
Stop drinking
I
tequila.
can't. Me and tequila, we it's like we have a long relationship, and it's just hard for us to part from each other. I mean, we do that, we gotta like settle like divorce papers and all that kind of stuff, and that could get really messy. So we just decided that we're just gonna work this thing out and just stick it out to the end. Yeah, this weekend we definitely gotta be doing the Conjuring. Um, you know what? I mean, look, like, what is Halloween without watching Michael Myers? I mean, come on. We at least got to watch. I don't know if it's Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of those. We got to get at least one of those in. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I do agree.
Now, the most recent one with James, I don't know. See, I was looking at that and I was kind of like I was, we had a discussion about this earlier, and I don't want to kind of get too much into it, but it's like kind of a coworker thing. There comes a point where sometimes you got to just sit down and just say, hey, I've done this long enough. I rolled this out, and sometimes it's like I get at a certain age, and it's just time to just kick back. And I think Jamie Lee Curtis character for Halloween is at that point where it's kind of like, do we still want to see her play in Halloween? Can we just, you know,
Nah, it
it's,
makes it don't.
yeah.
Yeah, like that's our girl. She like having a big sister and shit somewhere. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
ain't.
Yeah. I don't know. When I
Yeah.
saw the previews, I was just kind of like, it's just when I saw that with her with the knife, and it's like, oh, I'm going after Michael again because he's the brother who just got out of control, and I got to put a stop to him again, and I never can stop him. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I just don't have no real desire to see the latest Halloween, but I would go back and watch like Halloween 1, the original. That's a classic. So that's what I'm telling. Here's your movie listing for tonight for some horror movies for Halloween. If you want to go old school, and because we're about to wrap the show up, you should check out Halloween 1. That's a definite because it's Halloween weekend. You also should pull up Friday the 13th. I would say Friday the 13th two, but you could watch one, then you could watch two if you choose to. These are some of the classics. Then, if it's like you didn't drink no tequila and you and your girl sitting around and you kind of like still feeling up and you're not like I am, I done got in a lazy boy chair and I just done like pass right out to sleep because the lazy boy just said, come on, Lee, bring the tequila bottle here and we're just going to rock you to sleep. If that don't happen to you, you should pull up like Candyman, the original Candyman. So, yeah, throw the candy. And if you feeling really daring, I mean, really, it's like, okay, it's like 3 in the morning. You with your girl, and y'all got y'all popcorn, and y'all not drinking tequila because that's why y'all still up. And you kind of like, hey, I'm ready, baby. We've been hard flicking it all night. Let's take it to the limit. What's the one? What's the closer? What should be the closer to the night? I got one that'll close that shit out for you. But a lot of y'all be scared to do this because right now y'all thinking like I know what he gonna say, and I'm not gonna dare watch that shit. But I'm gonna say it anyway. The Exorcist. The Exorcist. If you throw that Exorcist, if that be the closer for the night, man, you done had you one creepy ass weekend. Cause a lot of people can't deal with that. They can watch all the other shit, but they be like that Exorcist. Oh, when she that Linda Blair and that head turn, oh, I just can't do it. So, here's your movies. This is not the Halloween stuff, but Sitting in Limbo. We talked about that one. That is on Netflix. Megan Fox, not Megan Good. It's Megan Good, right? Is it Megan Good and a Megan Fox, right?
Bye.
Fox, Megan Fox. Megan Fox, Till Death. Not a Halloween flick, but good action flick, good drama, great cinematography. Then there's her favorite. Well, now I can say that's her favorite, but her series that she got caught up into while I was in Chicago, The Maid, which she been watched the whole thing the whole weekend. We was up there, well, not the whole weekend, that one night. That's on also is on Netflix. And then, like I said, for your Halloween, you want to go old school, because sometimes old school is the best school. Do the old Michael Myers, the first Halloween.
think so.
Yeah, dive into a little bit of that Friday the 13th, maybe episode, maybe the first one, the second one. Then you might want to pull up some Candyman, because sometimes you got to put in some black horror too, because like, you know what, I mean, I know, sometimes we like, black people don't really do, no, black people, we do horror, we just don't, like when we hear somebody say hello, we ran out the door. We're not trying to find out where the hello came from. Like, we're not thinking, who was that? Who's there? We're not doing that. We're running the other way. It's Candyman, throw that one in there. Then if you like I said, if you really just want to ride that thing all the way out, and you with your girl, and you sitting like, baby, it's Halloween weekend. We done sat and watched 4 good horror movies. Let's close it out on a wing dinger. Exorcist. Nothing. I just heard a damn noise when I said that. It just creeped me the hell out. I heard something when I said Exorcist. All right, so we about to wrap this thing up because I just got creeped out. Is there any creepy movie that you would suggest that you might want to throw out there, Miss Winston, that maybe that for Halloween weekend or wherever that people might want to check out? Because I know you got some horror flicks. Just something that right off the top of your head.
I think you named them all. Shoot.
I just heard another noise. What is that? See. Start talking about scary movies and you start hearing noises. I named them all. All right. Well, that is our Monday movie pick. Check them out. If you have seen them, hope you enjoyed them. If you haven't seen them, we hope you enjoy them. Hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Yes.
It is I, Lee Zellers, and
I, Donna Winston.
Catch us on the next podcast, which will be a Tequila Friday, but possibly not this Friday. So
right, be on Monday.
Be on Monday, possibly Monday.
Possibly Monday.
Monday.
Unless we're really missing y'all, we might pop up.
We might pop up and just have to just couldn't resist. Couldn't resist. We just couldn't resist. We had to do one. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed this podcast, and we will catch you on the next one. We are out.
Bye-bye. Good night.